Greetings once again, fellow book lovers. It's time for Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you a book that I very, very highly recommend. If you like true crime books, you are definitely going to enjoy The Serial Killer Next Door. Chilling True Stories of the Killers Hidden Among Us by Emma Kenny. This is published by Sphere Books. It retails for $28 in the United States, $36 in Canada, and it is approximately 300 pages. This is really, a tough book to get through. If you are turned off by graphic descriptions, I won't say it's really terribly graphic, but they tell about a lot of the kills of these serial killers. There are 15 serial killers mentioned in the book. 10 of them are males, 5 of them are females. I would say I personally only have heard of a handful of them. But there are others out there who had kill sprees across the United States. There are some mentioned from the United Kingdom as well, too. So some of the ones in the book are Aileen Wuornos, who she was the inspiration for the movie Monster with Charlize Theron. She was one of the first female serial killers, and she killed men. One common thread amongst many of the serial killers that are noted in the book was they had an abusive and very, very troubled childhood. Their environment at home precipitated their need for later to find a source for their anger, hurt, pain, whatever you want to call it. Some of them started by torturing and killing animals, and then it was a natural progression to humans, unfortunately. Now, as I mentioned, Aileen Wuornos, she hated men. They took advantage of her, and she, killed without conscience. She is mentioned here, and so is Ted Bundy, who I'm sure many of you know him. He was like the boy next door. As in this book, The Serial Killer Next Door, a lot of these people were actually normal people. If you pass them on the street, you wouldn't say, well, he looks like a serial killer. Or if you lived next door to them, you would not think there was anything out of the ordinary. They were just like the boy and girl next door. And Ted Bundy was someone who women trusted. He was a good-looking guy. He came across as decent, a good human being, but when his dark side came out, then that's when you had to fear him. And his list of female victims it's well over 20 or 30. And even when he was going to be put to death, which he was, of course, he sort of taunted the police and said that I killed so-and-so, but he never told where the bodies were buried. So other people in the book, such as Parker Ray, he started out, he was in an abusive childhood, and he grew to, find killing. It was almost like a game for him. It was a challenge to see how many women he could kill. And he liked to hear them scream. He liked to hear them plead for their lives. At the back of the book, in the section of the female serial killers, which are rare, compared to men, but they are out there, there's one lady, her name is Juana Barraza, and she was in Mexico. And her list, they list all the victims at the back of the book for each of the serial killers. And her list is there must be over 50 people. And that's only a partial list. She strangled all the women. First, police in Mexico thought it had to be a male because they couldn't believe that a female could be that strong. Well, she was very strong because she started out, she wanted to be a wrestler, but health problems stopped her from being a wrestler. She followed wrestling, and she was a very strong person. So, obviously, when you can strangle people, you are strong. So this book is definitely one that those who like true crime will definitely read this book voraciously and enjoy it. Like I said, you sort of had to have a stronger stomach for some of the descriptions in the book, but it is definitely well written. Emma Kenny is a psychologist, and she has studied serial killers. In fact, there's a stage play in England based on her work into the world of serial killers. So that's my book that I recommend today. If you do purchase it, please let me know if you do agree with my review. So I'll be back again with another excellent book. Until then, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.